In this video, we will look at one more example of solving a system of equations by graphing. And even though each equation may look like the variables are on the left-hand side and the numbers on the right-hand side, here we do have a little bit of a problem. Solving for the x-intercept or the y-intercept may not be as easy because let's say for the first equation, if you get rid of y, you're going to get negative 4x equals to 3, but that would not give you an integer solution because when you divide by negative 4, you will get 3 divided by negative 4, negative 3/4, and that's not a good thing when you are trying to graph a line and you have to what they call snap to grid. Make sure that the points that you're graphing have integer solutions only. What can we do then? Well, let's go ahead and solve the first equation for y, right? So how are we going to do that? Okay, so negative 4x plus y equal to 3. In order to solve it for y, we want to isolate y. We want it to be on the left-hand side and everything else on the right-hand side. We will add 4x, right? Because if we do that, then it is going to cancel on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we are going to get 3 plus 4x. The solution will be 3 plus 4x, okay? And then once we get that done, it'll be very easy to find 2 points because you can just substitute different values of x and get the corresponding y immediately. For example, if x equals 0, when you substitute 0 for x, 0 times 4 is 0, and then you get y equals 3. And that leads us to the first point on the line, which is 0, 3. Then the second point is how about we substitute x equals 1. If you substitute x equals 1, you multiply that by 4, that'll be 4, and then plus 3. So that gives you 7, and the corresponding point is 1, 7. Okay, the first line is 0, 3, and 1, 7. We graphed the first line. Let's take a look at how we can graph the second line. This one is also going to be a tricky one because if you try to find the x and y intercepts, when you plug in y equals 0, and that'll get rid of that term, you will get negative x equals 0. But that means x equals 0. And that means that the point, the x-intercept, is going to be 0, 0. And similarly, if you substitute x equals 0, then you will get y equals 0. And again, you get 0, 0. But in order to draw a line, you need 2 points, not just one. So far, we only got 0, 0. That's not enough. We will also have to solve for y from the second equation. Let me rewrite the second equation. Negative x plus y equals 0. We want to solve this for y. We will add x to both sides, and we get y equals x. Why is this better? Because now, if you, for example, start with x equals 0 and you plug it in, you will get y equals 0. So 0, 0 is a solution. But at this point, I can pick another x. For example, x equals 1, plug it in, and I get y equals 1. That will correspond to 1, 1. Now I was able to find 2 different points, and now I can graph it. Okay, so 0, 0, and 1, 1. Now that I graphed the 2 points, the 2 lines, I need to place a dot indicating the solution. Where are these lines intersecting? Now, in order to place a dot, you have to switch tools. You're going to have to switch tools to the point tool. Now, once you selected it, let's place the dot where the 2 lines intersect. And right under here, we can type a point that's a solution. If you start at the origin, you will go 1 to the left and 1 down. And that means -1, -1. That would be a solution.